Guys, my name is Pam Lawhorn, and I have my co-host Desiree Ingram with me tonight, and we're going to talk to you about this amazing program that we're involved with in product, which is Skinny Body Care, and we have an exciting panel with us tonight. And they're going to share some information with you about how Skinny Body Care has literally changed their life. And when I say changed their life, I mean changed their life in so many different ways. And it's actually, tonight we have a panel full of women. And of course, it's because women rock. And so we have a panel full of women who come from different backgrounds, different things. I mean, just different backgrounds, different people who have changed, who have lost weight, who have left their jobs. I mean, just so many different things. And when I say that this is an exciting time for us, this is our second time that we've had this hangout, and they're going to share some things with you that are going to impact your life in so many ways. It's going to change the way that you think about losing weight. And we're going to start off, I'm going to start off by introducing you to my friend, and who's become my mentor and taught me so much in such a short amount of time, Miss Desiree Ingram, which I call Desi, lovingly called Desi. Desi, I want you to start off by telling your story about how you got involved with Skinny Body Care and how this business has changed your life. Because when I first met you, let me start off by saying that Desi is like this really petite, tiny little woman. But the funny thing is, we met over brunch. And as I'm popping my Skinny Body Care, guess what she was doing too? She was popping her Skinny Body Care, her Skinny Fiber. And so it was really funny because I was going, what the heck is she taking it for? But I want her to kind of share a little bit with you about how she got involved, why she's taking Skinny Fiber, and just tell you about her story and why she's using this product as well. So let me turn it over to you, honey.
Well, thank you so much, Pam. And I just want to let everyone out there, this is our official first hangout. So, just want to let you know that when Pam asked me to do this hangout, I immediately jumped on it and said, of course. So I just want to let everybody know that, yeah, I may be a little out of my comfort zone because normally I don't do these social media and the hangouts and all that, but I was still not afraid to just step out of my comfort zone and say, Pam, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's rock. So I just want to put that out there because I do know that when it comes down to being uncomfortable, a lot of us just don't want to do that. But when you feel uncomfortable, note that you're doing the right thing, and that means you're going to move into a higher direction, and it's for the better for your business as well. So thank you so much, Pam, for challenging me to do this. But just to give you a little background about me, I've been in the industry since I've been 19 years old. So, you know, network marketing is not new to me. I've been around the block. I've seen it all, bought the t-shirt. This particular business, though, I can say I wish I had it at the age of 19 when I started, because this business to me is the easiest business by far of which I have ever done. I believe in doing business, not working hard. I like to work smart. Now, notice what I said. I like to work smart, hard, but I put the word work in there because every business requires work. If anybody ever tells you that there's no work involved to the business, I always say run immediately, because something to that. It's probably a catch. It's probably a scam. It ain't the right business for you, or it probably pretty much won't last. But just to give you, again, my background, I'm from the healthcare industry. I used to be a manager for Blue Cross for 18 years. And my why for even wanting to do another business or just to do anything was I didn't want to work for somebody all my life. I just didn't want to do the 40-year plan of working 40 years and then get to retire, and only to find that I got to go back to a job again. That's what's happening, with the 40-year plan. So, I have 4 children now, and I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom so I can work from home. So again, that's what I established my why of why I wanted to do this business and got started at a young age. I was able to replace my income with, a business that I was in. I just previously left. And I found Skinny Body simply because of my business partner, Tim Miller, who is also my mentor and coach. He invited me several times to come over and take a look at Skinny Body. And I actually rejected him only because, not that the business was not good, or I never even looked at the business to tell you the truth, never took the free tour, but simply because I really wasn't interested in the weight loss. I mean, like, Pam said, I mean, I'm small in stature, but really, I really didn't have no use for weight loss or you losing any weight is what I thought. But once I got involved in Skinny Body, and I have Tim to thank, thank you, Lord, for asking me to get involved in this company, because actually I am now making 3 times much more money than I was in the last company. And again, the reason why I left that last company was because of some unethical, things that they were doing. Because one thing that I do believe in is I believe in staying loyal to my team, and I stay loyal to, pretty much doing whatever it is that I'm doing at that time. I don't jump all over the place. I don't believe in jumping all over the place. I believe if you're going to be successful at anything, you have to get focused, and that's the ticket to getting to the top. And I believe in getting to the top. So that's why many of the businesses that I have been involved, I've had success simply for 3 reasons. I was willing to do the work, I was willing to be coached, and I was willing to follow their simple systems. And that's the reason why I was successful with many of the businesses that I've been in. This particular business of Skinny Body, I can just say that I'm glad that Tim really, stayed on me and said, take a look at this business. There's a lot of money over here, and you can really, really soar over here. And once I got involved and took a look at this business, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, I did not get in this business to lose weight. Like many of you, that's what this business is about, losing weight. I did not get in this business to lose weight. I got in this business to make some money. I keep it real. And the money is there for you to make. Believe me, I am now at a 4-figure income monthly with this company in a short period of time of 5 months. So I am here to tell you the money is definitely here. Now let's just talk about the weight that you can lose. I got in this business, and after learning the product, I realized that the benefits of the product not only could help someone who wanted to lose weight, but it is also helping somebody like myself who was noticing that I had a little pouch that was coming out. And the next thing, I know what happens with a pouch. It turns into a muffin top. And then after a muffin top, it turns into a pound cake. Well, I wasn't going to let me turn into a pound cake. So guess what I did? I started reading up and understanding the benefits that Skinny Body had. And they talked about these enzymes that's packed into this product. And that's what allowed me to realize that, guess what? I don't have to take the pills 30 minutes. Like you might hear some of the other young ladies, they'll talk about what the products doing for them, and they had to take it 30 minutes prior to their meals and different things. I take mine really after my meal because, again, I need it for the benefits. And the enzymes, what the enzymes will actually do for your system, it will help support your digestive system, and it will help with all that processed stuff that goes into your food. Where does that go? Because that's not actually eliminated out of your body. So therefore, I take that, take the skinny fiber, so that at least now I have something to support my digestive system to help get rid of all that processed stuff that goes into your food, which is called the shelf life. And literally now it will break down into what they call, because really that what the processed food does, it actually lingers on, and it turns into toxins, and that's what stays in your body and just builds up, builds up, builds up, and to the point where you cannot just get rid of that through exercise. That has to be flushed out of your system. And that's where the water comes in and activates that product. So that's what I use it for. So yes, Pam, that's what you saw me doing. I was actually making sure that I was able to flush my system when I ate all that good food that we were eating over there at that restaurant. But again, I must say that pouch that I had that was turning into a muffin top, I can literally say, hey, it's flat now, and I am what they call summertime fine. Thank you. And I'm going to turn it back over to you, Pam, so we can start interviewing our panelists.
Well, the thing about it is that you got into it for making money and found out that this product could even help you. That's the funny thing about it. And we had a call with our team maybe about a week or two ago, and I was saying that skinny fiber makes you regular. So, and I didn't quite say it like that, but skinny fiber makes
Okay.
you regular. So it's one of the side effects of the product. So thanks so much for sharing that. And what I want to do is I want to actually start over to my left. I don't know how it appears on the screen, but I'm going to start over to my left, and I want to start with Miss D. Adams. And hi, Miss Adams, Miss D. Adams. What I want you to do is I want you to just kind of jump in, and what I want to do is make this not about really interviewing, but I want you to just kind of share because I'm actually new to Skinny Body Care. I haven't been with the company nearly as long as some of you ladies have. And so this is really a learning experience for me as well because I actually am in love with the company already. I love what it's doing for my body. I'm already down almost 20 pounds. And that's been in the last 2 months. And not just that I'm down almost 20 pounds, I believe it's 19. I'm trying to stay off the scale because my fiance always says that, I jump on the scale, but I've had such a hard time losing weight that when I see the results, that just keeps me motivated. So I like to see it. So I get kind of hyped up, and every day I jump on the scale. So he actually hit the scale for me before he left town. So when I say I'm almost down, I really have no clue because he left town and hit it, and I don't really feel like looking for it. But anyway, that's kind of a long story. But I like the way that it makes me feel. I'm not eating all the time. I feel full, and I can actually eat decent meals, and I can stop. But what I've learned is that it's cut my appetite. So I don't even want this stuff. I'm a sweetaholic, and I've noticed that I don't even go. Like I went to the store earlier today, and I walked past all of this stuff, and I really didn't even want it. I picked up stuff, and when I came home, I realized I got stuff like fruits, vegetables, and I didn't have any junk at all. And normally I'd find a way to get like some cakes and cookies or some kind of junk food, but I didn't even get any of that. So it's like now my body is no longer craving that stuff, which to me is a real surprise because I would find a way to convince myself that, okay, since I'm eating less, I can get some of this. I mean, that's how in my head I would, make it make sense to me. Well, I'm eating half of what I normally would eat, so I can get a pack of cookies. So the fact that I'm losing weight and my body is craving less of it and it's regular is making a lot of sense to me, and I'm making money. But that's just my story. So I want to hear about you because I know that you've been in a lot longer, and I've heard your story. So I want you to tell everyone else and kind of share with us why you got into Skinny Body, what it's doing for you, and how it's changed your life. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Misty.
Okay. Well, I joined Skinny Body back in April of 2011, so I've been in a little over 3 years. And at the time, I was looking for a weight loss company, and I checked out a couple of our competitors. I prayed on it, and I happened to come across an email from my then sponsor in the company. Um, I They had like two calls. It was a Thursday night, so they had two calls that night. And I happened to get on the Build It Big call, and my sponsor was actually the originator of the Build It Big call. So halfway through listening to him present the call, I signed up. Um, I was one of those, what you call a average networker. I've never been able to build a team, but I was always able to sell product and sell services. So um, it surprised me like 3 months when I started, 3 months after I started, I hit platinum in the company. So I felt like if anybody could, if I could do this, anybody could do this. But then my sponsor, he was never focused on the business. He was always doing something different. And he left, and he actually took a bunch of my team members from me. So I hit platinum, I believe, like 2 months in a row. And the third month, when I was trying to get that $1,000 bonus, everything fell apart. So I went from platinum to unranked and had to start all over. So fast forward to earlier this year, I hit platinum again. I hit it 3 months in a row, and I finally got my $1,000 bonus again in June of this year, and actually last month. And what I want to tell other people out there that might be struggling, because things like this I know have happened to other people in the company. Just don't give up. I believe in this company. I believe in the products. I believe in our leaders. I believe in everything that we do. And when you believe in all of that and you believe in yourself, then nothing's going to stop you. So right now I'm aiming for diamond, and I'm going to get diamond.
Awesome.
You know,
Wow.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because what I think I like most about this company is that normal people are winning. So
Right.
that's been probably the biggest thing. And I haven't been in this network marketing industry for a long time, but what immediately struck me about this company, and Desiree and I were talking about this just even today, is that the people who are doing the best in this company are people who hadn't had success in other companies.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So you can kind of elaborate on that a little bit. I mean, you mentioned like, okay, you just started over, you started over and you had built and you started over. I mean, had you thought about giving up, or did you just decide, you know what, I'm not going anywhere? Kind of tell me a little bit.
Yeah, I actually, they always say, you go to the meetings and everything, and when skinny body gets in you, there's nothing that can stop you. And this company was in me. So I never once thought about giving up. I just kept going. I kept wanting to keep going. And what's really simple about this company is our system. And if you do what the leaders tell you to do, you know, I have someone on the team, the first time I spoke with her, she's probably on here right now. Her name is Mary Asbury. But the first time we talked on the phone and she told me what her why was going to be, um, she listened to what I told her to do to build this business, and it's duplicatable. Everything that we do is duplicatable, and she went ahead, she hit platinum, and she has never done anything like this before. So it's things like that, that makes it easier for people that have never had success in this industry, to win in this industry, because the system is so easy.
Right. Desi, one of the things that you and I were talking about today was how a person can come in, and we posted it in the coaching group, how a person can come in and with not a whole lot of effort could literally replace their income. You know, and I think if you don't mind kind of sharing what your sponsor kind of pushed you out there to do.
Well, yeah, I basically, once I made that decision to come on board, I was told, just go get 20 people. And I was even told, don't look at the back office, don't look at nothing, just go get 20 people and come back. After you get the 20 people, then I'll take you to the next step. So that was my direction. And of course, I think of course, my sponsor knows the potential that I have. And I think, Pam, sometimes that's what happens with us. We kind of know some of the folks that we're talking to, and we know what their potential is, and therefore we can give that direction to them and say, go do that, and just make it happen, and just go straight to action. And I didn't know why he said go get the 20 people, like, because at the time I didn't even understand what the compensation plan was. I didn't really know a lot. I was pretty much ignorant on fire, what they call it, when you don't have the information. You don't really need all the information. You just go get those 20 people, and I had those people, and my credibility was pretty much to just go out and say, hey, I need y'all to take a look at something. And I just basically, and he told me, make them look at the free tour. Just take the free tour. Just take the free tour. That's all Tim would tell me. If they take the free tour, because he don't even want to talk or, even have a conversation with anybody if they ain't even take the free tour. So that was basically my direction, and I went and I did it. That was my challenge, and I did it.
Yeah. And you know, I think what I really love the most about it is that you came in to build a business, but I know when we were talking, you shared with me how some people who weren't interested in the business just came in and were customers, and that 80% of the people who come in are customers. And what's real that was really surprising for me, you know, because with some companies you have so many so much of the time they're just pushing, you know, you got to join. But when you have the majority of the people who just want to use the products, I mean, that's really big. That means, one, that the products work, and two, that it's a really good product. I mean, we're talking about a really sustainable business when it's been around for multiple years, and you've got 8 out of 10 people who just want to do the product. That means that we're not just pushing products for the sake of pushing products just to make money. So that's a
And
big
you
thing.
know what else? And you know what else came too? The good part about that, about this company, is that the customers, as well as the distributors, they all count towards. If you are a distributor, it all counts anyway. So I always say, don't push a customer, like, if you have a customer to say, I just want to try the product, don't push them into, well, you might be good at doing this business. No, let them be a customer, and when they see the results of the product, people will start asking them, what are you doing? And when they start realizing that, you know, that they can actually sell the product, guess what? They're the walking billboards, and they in turn can they upgrade for just $10. That's all it costs for a customer because they're a preferred customer. $10 to upgrade. Guess what? Now they can actually distribute the product, and we didn't even have to force them to become a distributor. They wanted to be a distributor on their own based on the fact that they see that they are the walking billboard, and people are asking them now instead of them knocking down their doors asking them to buy something from them. That's the beautiful thing I loved about this company as well.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, it makes a ton of sense. And I'm seeing now, had a few people who signed up as customers last month who are now wanting to become distributors simply because they tried the product and loved it. So I'm gonna head over to my friend Kesha. Um, Kesha, I want you to tell everyone how you decided to get involved with Skinny Body Care, your experience with the business so far, and just kind of what your journey has been to coming on with this business. So let me give you the floor, and you just kind of tell everyone how you ended up here. Oh, 1 second, 1 second. You don't have a mic. Hold tight. There you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Great, great, great. Well, thanks for having me on to share my story, to tell you how I got started in skinny body care. Well, my journey starts way back early 90s. I've been in this industry for a long, long time now. And when I took a look at skinny body care, I was really, really impressed. I was really looking for something that was a good fit for me. I've been in companies where I've made money, and I've got in companies just to make money, but I found out that that really wasn't a good thing. It's something that you have to have. I feel that you need to have a passion for what you're doing. And weight loss has always resonated with me because I've always had an issue with my weight since I was a little kid. So when I saw Skinny Body Care, I was really, really impressed because I said, hey, I can lose some weight. The product is amazing. I was seeing all these before and after pictures, and I just really couldn't believe the amount of weight that people were losing. And I was like, okay, let me really take a serious look at this comp plan, which I didn't understand everything, but I'm like, okay, 90% of the population need to do what? Either make money or lose weight. Mostly, we got people covered. That's what I like about it. And one of the other things that I like when I saw Skinny Body Care, I loved the system. Like I said, I've been in this industry a long time. I'm old school. Back in the day, I used to do, presentations. I had to learn a presentation, do flip charts. I had to do driving around the city to, get people involved into my business. With this, I saw the system was so simple. You just basically point people to a tour. They have a follow-up system that, you know, follows up with your people, and I thought that that was really, really impressive. Not only that, when I took a look at the team as a whole, I was really impressed about that too. You know, the integrity of the people that we're working with, that's very important to me, who I align myself with. And I really could tell that people weren't, it wasn't like all hype, that people weren't being phony or whatever. It was pretty much people were real, genuine people. So that's really, really one of the things that I like. And I love that this company, you could never tell that the company, everybody works from home. That was one of the things I was really surprised by, because with previous companies, you know, I had to get in touch with somebody, like at a home office or anything, I would have to send a support ticket or email. You couldn't even contact people, you know. So that was one of the things that really impressed me about this company, that I can get on live chat. I could talk to somebody. I had a question the other day. I got on live chat, and it was very professional. That's what I love. And you would never know everybody works from home. That's how we're able to get paid so much, because we don't have all the overhead. And that's what I love. I'm like, they're putting this money back out to us so we can get this money. So I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. So I was really, really impressed about that. You know, the company, like I said, it's just really, I was trying to find some stuff, like, you know, some stuff wrong, because I'm like, this is too good to be true. I'm for real. This was like crazy to me. I was like, come on, this can't be that good, because I've been around the block. I'm telling y'all, like I said, I've been in these companies since the early 90s, and, you know, I left the industry. I actually started my own business, transport business. I made 6 figures in that within, you know, first, second year after doing that. But I got so strung out and so tired of doing that business. It took up a lot of my time. As Pam say, all money ain't good money. I just left it. I said, you know what? I'm walking away from a 6-figure income. I thought my family thought I was crazy. I was like, I don't care, because I really wanted the freedom. That's really what I got in this industry for, is the time freedom, really to impact people's lives. And that's what I really love doing, is my passion. And this company is just a fit for me. I feel like I found home, because this is something that it resonates with me, because I've always been overweight, and I've been losing weight with the product. So I want to talk about the product and how amazing the product is. I've lost 9 pounds my first month, so I've only been in a little bit over a month, and I've been getting paid every week. I mean, the company pays on time. That's what I love. You ain't got to wait just until your money get cleared and transferred to your bank account. I was like, oh my God, and then you don't have any upsells, everything. 1 bottle a month, $65. This is a joke, y'all. I'm serious. This is like, I'm like, really? $65? That's it? I was like, oh, come on. This is crazy. So I was like, I've been in companies where auto ships are $100, $200. Now, if y'all don't get in, click the link below, get started. That's crazy, because I'm telling you, this is where you will not find a better company. I honestly, I'm just excited. You won't find a better company out there, a more simple company that will really, I mean, follow up with your people. I mean, that's simple. You put them to a tour. That's it. This is not hard work. I mean, it takes consistency, but you got to put in the work. It's going to take some work, but it's not hard work. For coming from where I come from, this is like nothing. Y'all really don't really realize how simple you got it. But like I said, I was driving around Cleveland when I was living there. I'm in Atlanta now, but I was driving all around Cleveland, Ohio, trying to get my businesses up and running. And this, like I said, is the simplest thing. I've tried to find some downsides to it, but honestly, I wasn't able to. I really tried to. So the company pays well. I love it here. I'm excited. So as you can see, guys, so that's my story, and that's all I got. So thanks, Pam, for inviting me on the hangout, and hopefully it was good.
Well, we can see Kesha does not like this company at all. She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't like it here. She's not planning on staying another day. We're so sorry to see Kesha go.
Oh yes, I'm loving it here. So excited to be here.
And you know, she made some good points, which I was trying not to go there. I was trying to be nice.
I was going there, Pam. I was like,
since she went there, let's go there. I mean,
Go there.
she went there. She opened the door. I mean, she's right. But let me first throw this in. Go ahead and click on the link below because she's 100% correct. I've been in this industry for 18 months, and so I haven't been in nearly as long as some of the ladies on this panel, and maybe some of you guys who are joining us tonight. But one thing I can attest to is that the first business I was in, it cost like $5,000 to get involved. It was over $5,000, and that's actually where I met Kesha at. We met, and that was just pure craziness. It was $5,000, and then in order to stay involved, I mean, it was. And I'm not knocking the company because I'm not into knocking companies, but and I'm not knocking the company by saying it was over $5,000 because that's true. And it was very, very expensive to stay involved with the company. Now, it was some good training that was there, but it was still $5,000 to get involved, to be at the top level. Now, the top level, the absolute top level at this company is one-time investment. If you wanted to be at the top level, is less than $200, which still to me is amazing. And then it's still less than $75 a month. You only need one bottle, and that you could be making $1 million a month, and you still only need one bottle. So it's just pure craziness. It just baffling to me. The company provides all of your marketing materials, banners. We have a training site for our team. Any and everything that you can need is provided, and it's just, when I say it's craziness, because for the last year and a half, I've had to put all that stuff together. I mean, I've stayed up to 4 or 5 in the morning, got 2 hours of sleep, drank coffee, and got back up and did it again in order to try and make money in this industry because there was no other option. So when I came over and I saw all this, I remember when I was telling Kesha about it, I said, girl, they got landing pages. I said, I think like 30 of them. I said, in there in Spanish, Italian. I said, I think German. I said, you won't believe this. I said, I am not kidding. I was so freaked out. I think I was, and I shouldn't be saying it like this, but I was so freaked out. I think I was talking so fast that I was probably like spitting on my hands. But I was just that excited because I had never seen anything like that. And I design websites and I design all that stuff. And normally, Kesha's done a couple things with me. Normally, I'm the one like creating all of this stuff. I'm the one creating team websites, pages, banners, hangouts. And so when I didn't have to, I'm like, I don't have to create nothing. I was just floored from it. I said, people can plug in, and in 5 minutes, they can have an entire marketing system. I said, they got banners. I'm normally creating, but I was so floored. And Kesha was like, really? I said, yes. She was like, okay, I'm signing up because we're so used to having to do all this stuff. And you get all this for literally the price of one bottle, and then you get the bottle that you get to lose weight with. Oh, I was outdone. So I didn't want to go there. But since Kesha went there, I had to just add that in. So again, like Kesha said, click on the link below. Sign up. Whoever brought you here, you're definitely going to tell them thank you. When it's one of those things where you're like, God sent me here, I don't know about your religion, but that's mine. It's one of those decisions that it's like the best decision I've ever made. And I came from another company where I was making a tremendous amount of money, but was sent over here, divine intervention. So anyway, let's not go there. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead over to Chris because we'll be in a whole nother topic, and y'all will be here to 10 o'clock at night. We'll go there with y'all. So Chris, let's come on over to you. Let's talk about how you got started. See, it's your fault, Kesha, because you shouldn't have went there. I should have known we shouldn't have put you on and start talking. Last one on and the troublemaker starting all of this.
Oh wow!
And,
sorry.
Let's go to Chris. We'll come back as we wrap up, so you can finish it and then start all the trouble before everybody get off.
Okay.
Then we're gonna send you over to answer questions. Chris, let's talk about how you got involved with Skinny Body Care and your experience with the company, and just well, at this point you can say whatever you want because Kesha opened it all up.
Well, that's what we're here to hang out.
So it's all open, girl. So you just it's free for all. So.
And this is my first time. It's been really fun. Can you guys?
We can hear you.
Okay, good. I started in the company. It's actually, I'm coming up on a year. I started last August 5th. I was sitting in my front room, and my husband and I, had just closed three of our businesses, and we only had one business going, so money was really tight at home. Working those three businesses, I had worked, 12, 15, 16-hour days every day for years. I was so out of shape. I ate out every day, all day long. My health was just, I had high blood pressure. I was pre-diabetic. My cholesterol was crazy. So I was sitting in my front room one night, really just, I never wanted to get down and get depressed, but I actually think for the first time in my life I was a little depressed that night. And I saw coming in my feed this skinny body care, this little bottle with this little girl on this bottle, and I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. So I actually watched it for several months before I finally said, okay, I'm going to order this stuff. I ordered it, I didn't really hear from the person that I ordered from. I started taking it, and immediately I felt better. I wasn't really losing a lot of weight the first bottle. It took me about six years before I started losing weight. But I really started losing weight after that, and I felt better. My sugar came in line, my cholesterol came in line, everything came into line within the first 6 weeks. So I thought, you know what? I sat my husband down and I said, I don't think I can start selling this stuff. It's really great stuff. And I told him, I said, get one package, so why not? I get my bottle. So I went ahead and signed up under a friend of mine who was actually here in town, Tasha Johnson. She's a very good friend. I signed up underneath of her, and I just took off. And I worked the system that we have in place on Facebook with the group, posting on your timeline, doing all that, because I've never been in this industry before. So I didn't have a team. I didn't understand how to go out and get those people, like I'm starting to do now. So I sat down in my chair in my front room, and I worked it like Tim Miller said, 22 hours a day. I would just sit there, and I remember saying on the call, if you went to bed broke, you didn't have any business going to bed in the first place. So, and that stuck with me, and I actually made it my screensaver. So if I went to bed at night without a sale, I went to bed broke, and I was up 2 or 3 hours later, and I was working. And I did that for months and months and months, and it finally took off for me. I started getting a team. I've been in it almost a year now. I should hit platinum this month, which is very exciting for me and my team. That means that they're going to be hitting gold. I was excited when I heard last month that Ben said that we were going to have half the rank. I thought, okay, well, I'm already getting 6,000, 7,000 BV, so I'm going to get it. Well, somehow my team just exploded this month, and it looks like we're going to get it with the regular 10,000 BV, which I told my husband, I said, that's what I want. I want to get it the right way. I want to get it not given to me. I want to get it because we work for it. I've got an awesome team. I'm making 4 figures a month doing this, and who would have ever thought when I was sitting there closing 3 of my businesses and had to get out of my house. We just lost everything. And now God has just brought it all back to us. And it's been through Skinny Body Care because it's just a fabulous product. It's a fabulous company. I've never experienced, I've owned businesses. I've never experienced anything quite like this. So it's just been a tremendous blessing. And like a couple of you other wonderful ladies have said, if you're sitting there and you're on this call, I know I've got a couple of people on this hangout, sign up. Don't wait. It's like they said, it only costs, with your shipping, it only costs you $65.92 to make an investment that can literally change your life. It can change your health. It can change your finances. It can send you on a road and send you down a path that you just never thought you could be on. So I absolutely love the company.
Chris, you said something that I don't want to let go past real quick. And you said something that is so major to me. It's that this company provided you with financial restoration. And the reason that's so major is because I always have to be careful when I get into this whole subject because I lost everything. I was in the mortgage and real estate industry for 15 plus years, and I made a lot of money and literally lost everything when the industry collapsed. And I went from having making a lot of money to barely being able to pay my car note. And for years, I struggled trying to find my way, and started into the coaching industry, was making some money, but I was like putting in 80, 90 hours a week. And that's how I ended up into the network marketing industry. And I struggled when I got into it because I was clueless. And then as I started making some money, I got with the last company and had some problems with them. But when I started making some money, I felt like, okay, I'm finally getting my head above water, and then had some issues with them. But it led me over here. And I was speaking with, Tim Miller, and he was explaining to me about how he had something similar happen. And, I think it's a faith move. When I hear all these stories of people who have been in bonds and they just work through them and they stick it out, work through it and stick it out. Because it's like God puts you in a situation, where he says, if you have faith, he's going to bring you through it. If you just have faith, he's going to bring you through it. And, I think it's interesting that we all end up in the same spot where we don't know how we're going to make it, but then he brings us through it, and you end up in this spot where you didn't have anything and you were struggling, and look at where you're at now. And it's a testimony, and it's very odd that we started this to talk to people about, oh, well, we're losing weight and making money, but then it turns out to be a testimony. It becomes a testimony of God's grace, his goodness, and how other people can get financial restoration as well. Because realistically, there's not a lot of jobs you can go to and you can make 4 or 5 figures a month. Let's be real. People still struggle, right?
Especially sitting in my home. I'm in my kitchen, and this is where it happens all day. My grandkids run in and out of my house all the time. My kids are running into the house. I have my phone in my hand, and I'm making sales and doing business in the grocery store. It is a tremendous blessing, and that's the way my husband and I both look at it. It is literally, closing our businesses and was a blow to our family. But my husband is a gold distributor as well. It has really touched both of our lives. It gives so many people direction. I've got some wonderful distributors on my team who are just finally starting to see some momentum coming, and they're so excited because they can feel it and they can grasp it, and it's right there at their fingertips. And Ben Glinsky has created a wonderful company. And I believe, like you said, that he was led by God to just give so many people another chance, whether he realized it or not. And it's been the ride of my life for the past year. I can't wait. By the grace of God, we'll hit platinum this month, and it's taken me a year. And I know a lot of people come into the company and they immediately take off and they go to Crown Diamond, or they go to Diamond, or they go to Platinum. And man, I just sit here and I'm so happy for them. I'm so ecstatic that there are people like me that maybe it's taken longer. There's people like me where it takes you a little bit longer to get there, and that's okay, because I want to work for it, and I want to get there. And anybody that wants to get there with me, let's go. Join the team. Click that link and join with whoever you're on, because they'll be there to help you. They will be there to help you and guide you, and every single tool that you could possibly need or want is in this company. It's there and it's given to you. Everybody can succeed, and that's what I love.
And that's a good thing I can touch on. I would like to just touch on that. With that's another thing that impresses me about this industry, and especially this company, because again, we're one team. We have one dream, and there's one team. And together, I always say what team means is together everyone achieves more. And we have that support system. We have the tools. We have such a robust system that, it just blew my mind when I got involved in this company. It was like, wow, I don't really have to go to a meeting. I don't have to do this, like Pam said. You don't have to do all these things that you're used to doing in this other. I mean, we literally are really able to work from home, and like Chris is in her kitchen working from her kitchen, and I literally can, you know, whether I go on vacation, Dee and I just came back from San Diego. I mean, we literally was able to do our business if we want from San Diego. It doesn't matter, and that's the good part about this types of, you know, this type of business. You know, you have that freedom and the flexibility to work the business and do what you would like to do when you want to do it. I love this industry.
Yeah. And you know what? I think one, I don't think it matters how long it takes to happen. I think, you know, there are some people who come in and it may happen for them in 2 weeks, 2 months, and then for other people it may take a year, it may take 2 years. The important thing is that it happens. The other thing that I found really amazing about this group, and we've talked about this so many times, is that people help in this group. People help on this team like nothing I've ever seen before. And when you talk about the feel of a family, boy, I can sincerely say that. And it's very surreal, because I've been in some very controlling teams, companies, where you felt like they were about to do choke the life out of you, trying to control you. Not just control you, but control your business, control your money, and stop you from growing and thriving. And the people that I have met in Skinny Body Care have been nothing but helpful. People who are in my upline, downline, and people that have no benefit or anything to work with me. And for me, I love that, because I believe that you don't have to make a profit off of everyone. If you just help people in general and you just do it from your heart, you'll always win. So I think that's been the best thing about this business for me, is seeing that people genuinely care, even though they don't always have something to do with you. That's been, to me, that's what a team is that we're all in the team of winning and helping people. That's how you really win in this business. So that's been like the really best experience here, and that anyone who becomes part of this team, regardless of where they come in at, they're gonna have that same experience. No one's been selfish. No one's been greedy. That's been probably the best thing I've seen here, and I have not seen that anywhere else. Seriously, I have not seen that anywhere else. It's so refreshing to see that. So I told y'all we get off track. Didn't I tell y'all that? Don't nobody start getting mushy. Oh, Lord. Y'all women, I tell you. Okay, we're going to go over to Sue. Sue, I want you to tell us, how did you get started in Skinny Body Care, and tell us about your experience. And, well, at this point, you just talk, girl. we just ran amok. So you have the floor.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. Well, I joined Skinny Body Care. Actually, I had just got on Facebook a few months before that. I was really new to Facebook and just connecting with old high school friends. And one of my old high school friends kept posting this link about Skinny Fiber. And I looked at it probably 7 or 8 times before one night, late at night, I just thought to myself, you know, I can stand to lose a few pounds. I'm going to just try this. So I ordered it. And the first month, I mean, I didn't even talk to her. I just ordered it. And the first month I just started taking the product, I started losing weight. I had a lot of extra energy. My late night junk cravings were completely gone. I used to, you know, sit up late at night eating ice cream. That was my biggest thing, ice cream or chocolate or something sweet. But that totally went away. So after about a month, I had lost like 12 pounds. I kept getting these emails, so I thought, I'm going to look and see what all this business part of it is about. And I just started looking at everything. I started following people that were in the top of the company, not bugging them, but just like watching their Facebook wall, seeing what they're doing. I got on every single call, every single webinar. I still do. I've been in the company over 3 years now, and I learned something on them almost every time. But I started applying what I was learning and, you know, taking action on these things I was learning, and I started having people signing up with me. And I thought, wow, and I've never done network marketing. This is totally, totally new to me, all of it. But everybody, like you said, it's like a big family. My upline went on to do something else, so I really didn't have the support of my upline, but I didn't need it because I had the official Skinny Dream team and everybody in there, and we all help each other. I went to the very first event they had. I wasn't making any money yet, but I knew I had to go. So I went and I met the leaders, and I thought, wow, these are the kind of people that I want to be around. This is really just so exciting, and I could see the potential. And I was watching some of the leaders and thinking, my gosh, if they can do this, why can't I do this? They're not, I mean, they're great people, but there's nothing that extremely special about them that I can't do this too. So I just stay really, really plugged in, and it took me a while. I was working a full-time job. I did this part-time for 16 months, and I have 3 kids, so I was very busy, running back and forth to work, taking my kids back and forth to daycare, and I hated it. I knew I didn't want to live like that forever. So I did this part-time while I was doing my full-time job, and after 16 months, my first granddaughter was born. And I said, I don't want my daughter to put her in daycare. I want to watch her. So my goal was to quit my job. And when she was born, I was making enough to be able to quit my job. I wasn't getting rich, but, I knew that I could put full-time into my business now. So I just took off once I quit my job. That was in May of 2012. And in December of 2012, I hit platinum. So it took me a while. It was over a year before I hit platinum. But then it just took off. I mean, started building a really great team. Most of my team members started off as customers. They started off as customers. They did great with the product, and they just wanted to know how they could share this with people. So I have an awesome team, and most of them were customers first. In April of 2013, I hit diamond. And I'm telling you, my life has totally changed since I joined this company. I've paid off over $10,000 worth of student loans, another $10,000 worth of credit card debt. I mean, all my debt is paid off. It's just the best feeling you could ever imagine. And I've been able to take my family on vacation. We went to Hawaii. We went to the Bahamas. We're going to the cruise this year, and it paid in cash. I don't owe anything. I've never had that in my life, ever. I've always, been robbing Peter to pay Paul. I mean, I've been living paycheck to paycheck all my life. So this is just unreal. I mean, I absolutely love what I do. The product is something that's totally changing people's lives, and I get messages every day from people. Just unbelievable how much their life has changed just from this product. Health issues, losing weight, and then people on my team that are making money. Some able to quit their jobs already, doing this full time at home, and it's just so rewarding. Every day I am rewarded by all the people that I'm able to help. And I love it. This is like family. This is my family. And I can't wait to go to Vegas and see everybody and meet all the new people that I haven't met yet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sue, here's a really crazy thing. And I hate to use this as a comparison, but it's really the only way that I can compare. I was with another company recently, and I was I'm going to go out on a limb here because I'm like really transparent for anyone who knows me or who's worked with me. And if you haven't, you're going to get to know me, y'all. Y'all going to get to know me, so you'll find this out real quick. But I was making a 5-figure a month income, and what I was making in a month is what most people bring home in a year. And I left this company because it was not working for me at all. And I have to say that I felt so uncomfortable there with the people. And in the 2 months period of time that I've been here, I've met more people that I would call family than I did in probably the 8 months that I was with those people. To me, it's not a good thing to say, but it's the truth. People who I now am looking forward to traveling with, people that I'm looking forward to hanging with, people that I talk to. Desi and I, we talk probably too much. But and people that I'm looking forward to meeting in person. It's a really different type of feeling when you you have people that you really feel care about you. And see, initially, I think when I got into this business, it was about the money. But once you start making the money, you realize it's not about the money. The money, you can make money anywhere. But when you don't enjoy what you do and you don't enjoy being around people and you don't enjoy um, the whole entire process, the money becomes irrelevant. When you realize that you're not able to impact people's lives the way that you really want to and change their lives in a different way, the money doesn't mean as much. And so I love this company because we're able to change their health. We're able to change their life financially. We're able to restore families. One of the ladies on my team, I remember just the other day, she posted that her cholesterol had came down below 200. That's huge, all because of skinny fiber. And people don't look at that as being a big to-do, but you're talking about someone's health being restored. So it's a different ball game when you look at that. And I'm such a wuss, I cry at the drop of a dime. But those things mean more to me than just helping someone make money, because money doesn't do anything. It doesn't change people's lives. It just buys stuff. But you can't restore someone's health. No, you can't restore their family. No, you can't do those things. You can't give them memories. But I'm so less stressed doing this because I have more time, I have more freedom already, and I'm happier. It's just a really crazy feeling that I feel so much better about what I'm doing. So I want to just kind of wrap up and give you ladies opportunity to kind of give last word. If this was you the day before you signed up and you were still thinking about joining this company, what would you say to you if you were still on the fence and thinking about joining this company? So I'm going to start down with Dee. Dee, what would you say to you if you were still on the fence thinking about signing up? What would you say to you? Let me see. Dee, I got your mic off. Hold on. There you go.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I would tell myself, like I did tell myself, I took a moment and prayed on it before I signed right up. But I'm like you guys said, you're not losing anything. The cost of a bottle is what, $65 plus $10 to become a distributor, and you can even sell the product or use it yourself. So you're not really losing anything. And besides, now we have a 90-day money-back guarantee, so you can get your money back. So I would say, get in and plug into everything and just go to work. It's a decision that I made, and I've never regretted it.
Yeah, that's a great thing. And at 90-day money-back, empty bottle.
Empty bottle.
Empty bottle, which you won't get to an empty bottle because you will be using it in. Like we say, you will be pooping. But anyway, yeah, you'll be using it. So, okay, Desi, what would you say to yourself if you were still thinking about it? What would you say to you?
I'm a fool. No. Because I feel like that. I really do, because I came in two years later after the fact of someone saying, Des, get in this thing. You got to just look at it. And I never looked at it. Never even took the time to look at the video. And it was simply because I had another team and I was involved in something else. But when the opportune time came and it was the time and was right for me, I would say decide and today to change your future and commit to doing this and going and just making it happen. And that's what I did. Once I decided, I made a commitment to myself that I am fully planted here. I'm SBC for life, and I'm not going anywhere. So they have to kick me out, because once I get in a company, I run and I go straight to the top, because that's all I want to be, is at the top, and I want to pull so many people up with me. So that's really what I would say, but I feel like I could slap myself because I wasn't here 2 years with Z. Well, now 3 years.
You're not going nowhere, and can't nobody kick you out, honey. I doubt that's going to even happen.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I'd like to see you go somewhere. We'd be dragging you right back in.
Oh, you ain't got to worry about that. I will be a fool. The money is too great, and just like you said, the lives that we are restoring, and it's about the health. And if I can just touch on real quick, I had a friend of mine who was in a hospital, and the doctor told her that she had to lose weight, and the problem was she was trying to lose weight. She just didn't understand the struggle of where the weight was coming from. So she ended up going and having one of those surgeries done, and that caused her more, more problems than a little, and she ended up spending 65 days in a hospital because of that bypass or gastro. I don't know what that surgery is, but she had that done, and it cost her more. And now she says, "I wish I would have known about skinny fiber then, but I didn't have it, and of course, I wasn't in the company at the time to even give it to her."
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she
lives.
yeah, lives are being changed. So, well, she know now. Keisha,
Yeah.
what would you say to you the day before you were going to get in? We didn't have to drag you in, but what would you say to somebody that's still on the fence?
I'm gonna say like Tim say, just get in. Y'all ain't got what's going on over here. This just makes too much sense. I mean, I'm just so blown away, honestly, by just so many real people that are not networkers that are at the top of this company that's making a killing. That just really blew me away. I was like, oh my gosh, that told me a lot about what we have here. And that 80% of the people that are here are our customers. That's really told me a lot, all that I needed to know. So if you on the fence, you need to get off the fence, because being on the fence is painful. Okay, so just make a decision. Click the link below. Get started with us, and you won't be mad that you did. So this is one big family, and I really love being a part of this company. So
Agreed. Okay, Chris, what would you say to someone that's sitting here watching this and they're still thinking about it? What would your final words be to them?
It's just time to stop thinking. It's time to get off the fence, take the step. Whether you start using the product for the first month and then you sign up to be a distributor, just stop thinking about it. Because if I would have started doing it when I first saw it, I'd be months farther along than I am now. You don't want to wait. You want to join in now. This is a new company. I mean, we've been around for nearly 4 years, but it's still the ground floor. Those people that get in now and stick with it, stay with it, and work it are going to be the ones that are really going to succeed and are going to be set up for life. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next week. It may not happen next month, but if they stay with it, it's going to happen. So get off the fence and come on up, because the grass is greener on this side of the fence where we're at, not on the other side.
Amen. Okay, Sue, what would you tell someone who's sitting here and they still haven't made up their mind? What would you tell them?
I would just say, take a leap of faith. If I can do it, anybody can do this. The average person over here is winning. And it's so simple. We have the best leaders. We have the best system. Just take a leap of faith. You have nothing to lose but some weight, and you have so much to gain. Just so much. So do it today.
Yeah. Folks, I'm going to wrap it up with saying that you really don't have anything to lose. I think that this company is an amazing company. We have an amazing team, and more than anything, it's an opportunity. I'm gonna say of a lifetime. So I think that the playing field is equal, and everyone knows someone who wants to get healthy, who wants to lose weight, or who wants to make money, and we have it all covered here. So take the opportunity now, first of all, to thank the person who invited you here tonight. Tell them thank you because they're getting ready to change your life forever, or they're giving you the opportunity to change your life. You're going to change your own life. And then click on the link below to get started or get back to the person who invited you. And it's time to take the next step and get going. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. This has been fun. I love hanging out with powerful women. This is great. So we're going to be doing this again next week. Not for sure if this is going to be the same time, but we'll definitely be doing it again next week. And thank all of you beautiful fantastic, smart, and thin, skinny fiber ladies. And next time, same channel. Don't know if it's going to be the same time, but thank you guys so much for holding down this panel, and appreciate all of you guys for watching us. And again, this replay will be up next week, so share it with your team, share it with your family, and share it with anybody that you know and love, so that you can empower them to change their lives by getting healthy and also by getting wealthy as well. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great evening. Take care.
Thanks, Pam.